Okay, then we are live. I first time streaming anything, therefore I'm kinda insecure
how everything goes. Welcome, I'm Panjet, and I want to make a DDO Longruns. That means I play Dungeon Dragons online and I play more or less
I would like to play every single quest in the game as far as possible. It might be hard in somewhere you actually need other human players to finish the quest, especially raids. So it might be an impossible challenge maybe, but I think it'd be very interesting to see how it's good. My audio is cracked in the game. I hope it works out when I actually maybe it's because all of the stuff I'm now running with the tutorial to make the video. I just hope it's going to turn halfway decent. Like I said, it's my first stream. So for the challenge I chose to go one of my racial links, and this time I would like to try out a shifter as a ranger. And the basic idea is to use melee and range weapons. So a hybrid build, which are rather uncommon in DDO, because usually you like to specialize yourself to be really good at what you're doing. But maybe the diversity, the ability to be able to change my build is, or my fighting style is worth the drop in. My fighting style is worth the drop in pure power. So now we are to the ability scores, and the ability scores, I put a lot of thought about it. And I decided to make a wisdom-based ranger, therefore going later into falconeer. And max out my wisdom is an absolutely must. Then I put enough strength so I can take the two-handed fighting line. And you might ask if you fell by two-handed when the ranger is fighting for free. And fighting is currently most likely the strongest of the fighting styles, and it also allows me to hit several enemies at once, which will be very helpful because I won't expect to accompany me, so I will do a lot of quests solo, because streaming and such, I actually don't want most people to put up with, if not necessary, especially asking them to wait and such. I think it's not feasible to expect that. Okay, then I want some into constitution, maybe even more. With my current build, I think. Yes, this should be the thing for. It's a 14, so I can take the whole tier line as early as possible, except the first one. Because with my tomes I actually go on tier above me. I want with the max I want as possible, but I have enough Warforged past lives to even make it even out, and I have at least it will help me a bit with skills. So 16, that's not much, but I will absolutely work with it. So first off, I want one intel. That's so I take less damage. I want to max out UMD, use magic device, to use schools and such. I want out search.
So, for
then from the skills I like to go heal, and I also like to go summon move silently. And hide. Okay. Then favorite enemies undead all the way, because many undead they will remain very annoying.
For the thing about the hybrid build, I like to take quick draw, because it's supposed to be a hybrid build and quick draw.
And there it is. Aside from the thing that you're faster with strong weapons, it's about the drawing delay between changing weapons and attacking, which I'm really after. So I can, because otherwise it can be very jarring, or it's lacking slow to change the weapons, and this is always a pain to deal with. And fun. Sorry, my other program for making video just stopped for a second. So I like to go wildhunt shifting, because when I use this I not only get more wisdom, but dexterity. It will put me into a rage, which won't be that interesting in the heroics, but I'm very sure it will be when I go epics, because I thought about going into the fury of the wild. Okay, now we come to the part which is always the hardest. First, my not alignment. It's usually you want to go with neutral, and I'm thinking about going into another alignment to get more penetration out of when I. Neutral. I think neutral is good. Okay, but the hardest part is always about the parents. I think I will randomize a bit until I see a rather good fit. What I don't like about shifters in DDO is that they're more or less also shifters are the descendants of lycanthropes like werewolves and such. And usually they get these, while they look kind of feral, they look very much like humans within the cavemen. So like the broad foreheads, the flat noses and such. Here I think they look rather beastly, which is something which they shift using their silicone blood. They usually then they take on animalistic features. Here they start with at least I like the hair. So most likely when Ah, let's go. Mm. Nothing wolf-like. I'm Wolverine. Irokese Wolverine, or Mohawk. Mohawk, it's in English. Mohawk Wolverine. But if I use some Mohawks here, do we have them in prettier? I need some other marking. Maybe something around the sides of the head, maybe? Do they have something like that? Close enough. So let me check my lists here. Check my lists here. Yeah. And I hope that this horrible sound effect isn't on you and it will just stop now my character.